John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton, and it's going to be a hot one out there, Singy. Temperatures in the 90s right now around first pitch.
Yeah, Boog, some players love this heat. They feel like there's no fear attacking the baseball, don't have to worry about cold days and getting jammed. But I tell you what, for me, it's always about hydration because I could cramp up, and you have to make sure that you stay up on your fluids. And it's not just when the game starts. This is something that you have to do days in advance if you're someone that's prone to cramping.
It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab here, Sandy Alcantara.
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence, and if he is, he should be just fine.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. A changeup missing. And we're underway here this afternoon. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Sanchez going back on it, and that's a home run into the upper deck. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. The Phillies score first. It's 1-0.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
And first offering is fouled off. Inside, just missed.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Liner snapped it first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Bryce Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
That misses. And 1-1. 1 out, bases empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now 2-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Caught him looking for the K. 2 outs, bases empty. Now here is Nick Castellanos. Just missed. Next pitch is outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And that one's a little bit low. Ball 3.
3 balls, no strike.
2 outs, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
Take your bait.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Castellanos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Sanchez makes the play, and that is that. So the Phillies strike first with a solo home run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Miami, starting on the mound in this one, Zach Wheeler. How about a report on him, Chris?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And 1-2.
Now pitching for
Taijuan Walker is forced to the mound after the injury.
Taijuan Walker.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Connor Norton, the next to hit. First pitch misses. On the inside corner for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Misses, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. 3-2 now. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Man at first, 1 away. And that misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Here goes the runner. And it's fouled off.
Count it 3-2.
In the dirt. Runner on the go again. Up the middle. Got him.
He's out.
Runner stays out of the double play by going on the 3-2 pitch.
The second baseman.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
So 2 down now, and here is Jonah Bride. That one fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. He goes down looking.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Lone
Leading
Depot
off for
Park.
Philadelphia,
All set
the
for the
left
start of the
fielder,
inning.
Max
Here's the left fielder,
Kepler.
Max Kepler. Alcantara goes 6 feet 5 inches, 200 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. That one's in there. Strike 1.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Fouled off. He was late. Misses
Ball,
off the
catch
inside. Going to count 1 and 2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Just off the outside edge. It's 2 and 2.
Count.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And now it is JT Realmuto.
Let's go, Sandman.
In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Batting 8, the second baseman.
2 down,
Bryson
base is empty. So
Stock.
digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stock. Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Brandon Marsh stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Swing and a miss as he was late that
1 ball,
time.
2 strikes.
Stop at second with 2 down. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 1 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. Walker back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a foul ball. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Davison de Los Santos getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 8, the center fielder,
Kyle Stowers will hit next. Fastball for a strike. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That's off the mark, and a count 2-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to second, might be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And at the plate for Miami, Nick Fortes. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. That's out number 3. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. All even at 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to. No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Here's Trey Turner. That one's in there. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
High fly ball down the left field line. Konai pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Harper batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Kicks and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And that one a little below the knees. And the count's even at 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Score remains deadlocked at 1. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. And that misses. Ball one. Inside, just missed. Foul ball there. Two one now. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So up next, Connor Norby, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball is outside. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joe Ross appears to be getting loose. Outside low, and the count is 2-0. And that's in for a strike. And that's in for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Swings and chases a low one there. Real Muto gathers, throws to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. With 3 complete, we're tied at 1 apiece. Back here in Miami, here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
And that's downstairs. 1-0. That to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. And here comes Alec Boehm. Flied to right his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That's out number 2.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Max Kepler at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. That clips the corner.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
0-2 is the count.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the 4th, here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride.
I really hope you listen to the essence of this message. Glad you dressed it so expressive and you're moving in percentage.
Sliced hard but foul.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's ball 3.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
3-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in,
Now
Griffin
batting, the
Conine.
left
He's
fielder.
already homered here in this one.
Conine.
And the first pitch
outside.
misses for ball 1. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the speedy catcher, JT Realmuto. Alcantara back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, these Phillies just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
This is Bryson Stott. A single his first time. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. And the 1-0. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Off the mark there. And now 3-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
A couple of singles back to back. I could watch
Now
base
batting,
hits like that
the
one
center
all
fielder,
day
Brandon
long,
Lee.
and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Grounded out his first time. Grounder might be two. Here's Edwards for one. How about that double play?
Well, for me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered in this game. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that's the third out. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Davison De Los Santos. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Marlins, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And it stays fair.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there, and on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. De Los Santos on at first, nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play
One
right
ball,
here.
That
2
missed by
strikes.
a lot. And that's ball one.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Ball.
On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. And the next pitch is way outside. Nick Fortes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball four to a board.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. Fortes digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Bunts it in the air. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off. Second and third here. One away. That one the other way. Turner zips it across. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton. 1 for 2. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. That's in there. 2-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs. Smash to the left side. Handles, throws to first. They limit the damage here. A run, a hit, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 1. Top 6. Trey Turner at the plate.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Out front, rip foul. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Forget it. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 2-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And the batter now, Bryce Harper. Late with the swing there.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And delivers outside. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He was all
right
over
fielder,
that one.
8,
Smashed that one through the infield for the knock.
Castellanos.
When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Go ahead run on base. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Outside with a breaking ball. Miami's bullpen with some action. Anthony Bender, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Tinoco also throwing. Swing and a ground ball. Here's Edwards for one. On the first double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Next to hit, Alec Bohm. Outside low, and that is ball
Counts
one.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that is that. The Phillies draw even on this solo homer. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Banks.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Sanchez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Matt Strom, the left-hander, up and throwing. Kirkering, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Kepler in position, makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonah.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonah Bride. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch is in the dirt. And another ball. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Hey! That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's inside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Now batting, the first
Matt
baseman,
Mervis, the next up for the Marlins.
Mervis.
That's in there, and it's 0-1. Right, over at first with one away.
That's a ball.
There's the strike up high, and it's 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Now this is in the air down the line. Kepler sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Griffin Conine.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Castellanos makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Marlins leave 1. Score remains 2-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Marlins,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
37.
Anthony Bender.
Anthony Bender.
Now batting Max Kepler.
The Phillies, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, don't expect too many
0-1
more
for
high
count.
fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Dives and he can't hang on. A leadoff single and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Now batting, catcher.
And up
JT
to the plate is JT Realmuto. Just missed. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. First pitch misses. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And misses
That's it.
inside. Next offering is downstairs.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Brandon Marsh in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up if they can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two-0.
That's ball 3. 3-0.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Trey Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Ball 1 there.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
2 outs. And there's the strike. Just off the inside edge.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swings and misses. 3-2 now.
3-2.
And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
And that is out of play. And fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Just a weak fly ball this time. And there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch.
center
We all
fielder,
know
number
those
28,
could be a little tricky,
Kyle.
especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And now the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Got him swinging. Now 2 out. Nick Fortes,
The catcher,
the next
number
up for the
4.
Marlins.
Forte.
Ball 1, no
that pitch
strikes. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Turner. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins 2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Marlins.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
38.
Jesus Tinoco.
Jesus Tinoco.
Well, 1-run game. Nick Castellanos
Nick
getting ready to hit.
Castellanos.
Tinoco, 29 years old, and he was
0-1
born in
count.
Venezuela. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Not
1 ball,
close with that
2
one.
strikes.
And the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Just
Nope, ball
missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. The next pitch misses. Ball 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that is cut on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And it skips in the dirt. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Sanchez pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
2 outs, base is empty. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Now batting, The catcher,
And now they'll hustle out to
JT.
check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here comes Real Muto. And that drops in for a strike.
Ball one.
And a slider misses down and away.
Back-to-back breaking
2 balls,
pitches
1
away,
strike.
you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Kepler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So no runs here and a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins 2. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the 8th, and here is Xavier
Leadoff for the
Edwards.
Marlins, the shortstop, Xavier
Kirkering back to work.
Edwards.
And the sweeper catches the plate. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jordan Romano, the closer, is getting loose. Alvarado getting loose as well. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Strike. Count the ball.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that's a fair ball.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Now here is
1-0.
Connor Norby. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Real Muto throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
That's a really good take.
Runner at second, nobody out. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Man at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Orion Kirkering done for the afternoon, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Matt
number
Strong.
25.
And we all know about his
Matt
slider. It's just
Strong.
filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jesus Sanchez will hit next. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. And a bunt right side. Harper tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. That's too low, and it's 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
No strike.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That one hammered center field. Marsh moving back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add a pair. It's 6-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Matt Strong is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Joe Ross. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Joe Ross.
And up next for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasties.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 4 runs in the inning, and they've jumped in front. Through 8 full, it's the Marlins 6 and the Phillies 3.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Marlins.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number 53.
Calvin Fauché.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it
The
out.
second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra base.
This ball well hit left center field, and that splits the gap. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
center
Showed a
fielder,
willingness to
number
drive that
16,
pitch the opposite
Brandon.
way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Brandon Marsh, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So back to the top of the order. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Just missed.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
The tying run at the plate. That one missing inside. Next offering misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Tying run at the plate. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second.
running at
Here's the
second
Phillies
base.
pinch runner, Johan
Number
Rojas.
18.
First
Johan
and second, no
Rojas.
outs. Trey Turner now at the plate. Not even close there. Ball 1.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
To third might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here comes the always dangerous Bryce Harper in a big situation. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. That's in for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. First pitch just misses. With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. In there at the knees. And the count even at 1. Check swing, called strike. The Phillies down to their final strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing. Really important at bat coming up now.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Calvin Fauché will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Andrew
number
Nardi.
43, Andrew Nardi.
First and second, 2 outs. Alec Bohm digs in now, down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. Big spot, 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side and foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of.
Edwards. And that is the ball game.
Well, looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
6-5 the final here today. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.